Welcome class, myself Professor D.S. Rai, Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, BBD, Institute of Technology and Management. Today we will discuss a course KCE 401, Material Testing and Construction Practices. Today we will go for lecture 17, Component of Building Area Consideration. The references that I have taken as usual, S.K. Duggal Building Materials, B.C. Punamiya Building Construction, Sushil Kumar Building Construction, Purushottam Raj Building Construction Material and Technique, Indian Standard National Building Code, EPPRD Detail Specification, and of course, some material have been taken from internet. The contents that we will discuss today: component of building, foundation, plinth level, earth filling in plinth, DPC damp proof cross, flooring, walls and RCC column, seal level, lintel, chhajja, RCC beam. So, here the basic component of the building structure are footing, column, beam, slab, lintel, door, window, sill, DPC, earth filling, parapet wall, etc. These parts of the building serve the purpose of supporting, enclosing and protecting the building structure. The component of building: foundation, plinth level, earth filling, DPC, flooring, walls, RCC column, sill level, lintel, ceiling, chhajja, RCC beam, roof or RCC slab, doors, window, parapet walls, waterproofing on terrace, coping. So, these are the different component of the building, and we can see here in this picture from the bottom. You see here, this is the PCC, a PCC plain cement concrete, which is a base of the walls or the footings. Above that there are column or the footings. This is the ground level, this is the ground level. This point is a DPC. Between the DPC and ground level 45 centimeter earth filling have been proposed. Above that there is a flooring concrete, and then the flooring tiles or marbles or other type of floorings have been laid. This is the sill level. You see here, this is the sill level. This is the window height. Above the window height there is a lintel to protect window from direct sunlight or rains. There is a RCC chhajja, or you can say sunset. This is RCC slab, and above RCC slab there are short height parapet walls. You see here again a component of the buildings which are not discussed here. This is the foundation concrete, it is quite clear in this drawing. This is the foundation, this is the basement, this is the ground level. This is the sand filling, means earth filling. This is the plinth level, this is the plinth level, this is the floor concrete over which floors are of different category of floors have been constructed. This is the DPC to protect the walls from the dampness. This is a door, this is the lintel of the door, this is brick masonry, this is the roof slab and the parapet walls. This is the weathering course to protect the structure from moisture or rainfall to direct penetration. This is a type of a house where the house have a different parts. This is the arch type of a structure. Here the ceiling joints, plumbing vents, roof parks. At the bottom this is brickwork, reinforced steel footings. So, this is also a inclined type of house and the different part of the house is shown here. As usual we have discussed already. Now, we will discuss one by one. First is foundation. A foundation is the lowest part of the building structure rested on soil below the ground level. All loads of building transfer to the foundation through beams and column arrangement. Its main function is to distribute the load evenly and safely to the ground. And we see here this is the foundation and columns are erected, some part of the columns are erected and reinforcement are also visible here. So, this is the foundation. The type of foundation and footings used in construction. First one is a silo foundation, in which there are many types of silo foundation. First is individual footing or that is called isolated footing. Then the combined footing. In combined footing, two or more columns are rested in one footings. Then the strip footing, it is a strip of foundation over which either walls or some concrete works may be laid. And raft or mat foundation, in which total area is made of RCC and all loads, all columns, loads from the columns are coming on the raft and finally distributed to the ground. The next is deep foundation. Here there are two categories, one is pile foundation and another is drill shaft or caissons. Caissons means well foundation. Foundation size, depth totally depend on the structure and the site ground conditions. Now, come to the next one, that is plinth level. You see here, this is a building where this point from the ground to the top of the plinth is a plinth height. So, plinth level or the plinth is the offset created between ground level and the superstructure of the building. It is made by constructing a brick wall from the ground level to the building level of the building. The main function is to prevent the entry of moisture from the end surface to the building superstructure. Then the earth filling in plinth, and earth filling or the soil filling is done between the plinth wall. It is essential to fill the open space left between the ground level and to the plinth level. The earth filling must be very well compacted, so that the flooring gets sufficiently hard surface base. So, we can see here this is the plinth level and this is the area where earth are filled here, but it is better to fill the sand. So, there may not be a continuous settlement and the floor should get a sufficiently hard base. Then DPC or damp proof course. DPC is the layer of waterproofing material such as asphalt, waterproof cement at the plinth level. The superstructure wall are constructed above the DPC layer, so that no dampness rises from the ground surface into the wall. And we can see here this is the DPC. This is the DPC layer which has been constructed above the plinth level. Now, flooring. Flooring is an important component of the home. It is one that provides an attractive and pleasant look to the house. Flooring is made by laying tiles on it, or it may use many type of materials. There are different type of flooring design and materials are available. First is timber flooring, next is laminated flooring, then the vinyl flooring, porcelain or ceramic tile flooring, natural stone flooring, marble, granite, etc. Then come to the wall and RCC column. Wall are the vertical component of any structure. It can be constructed using stones, bricks, concrete blocks, etc. The different type of bonds are used for constructing walls. Brick walls are essential to enclose the inside area and protect against the wind, sunshine, rains, etc. Door and windows are provided in the wall for ventilation and access to the building. Now, RCC column. Columns are vertical members constructed to support any structural frame. Load coming from the slab, beam transfer to the column and column transfer the load to the footing safely. Building structures may have two types of the column. One is architectural column and another is the structural columns. Architectural columns are primarily used to increase the aesthetic appearance of the building, while a structural column takes the load coming from the slab above and transfer it safely to the foundation. You see here, this is a picture in which it is clear shown. This is the column, the vertical member is the column, this is the beam, horizontal member is the beam, but that depend upon the direction of load applied. This is the brick walls of different bonds like English bond, Flemish bond or mixed type of bonds. Then this is the flooring. So, in this building these parameters are shown here. Now, come to the sill level. It is the base point of any window in the house, or it is a level where the window are placed. The sill level is very important to ensure evenness in all window levels. Sill is the height which is ensuring that the proper amount of light enters the house. It also provides easy habitant to look outside through the window without any discomfort. It provides a solid base for window, and in diagram you can see here, this is the ceiling or ceiling height from the plinth level to the slab. This is the lintel level, lintel height, and this is the sill level. So, it is clearly shown in this picture the sill level, lintel level and lintel heights. Now, come to the lintel. Lintels are constructed from the reinforced cement concrete. It is provided above the wall opening like doors, window, etc. The lintel actually takes the load coming on the window and door openings. In short, lintel safeguard the doors and window from the excess load coming from above. In residential building, lintels can be constructed from concrete or brick masonry. Ceiling. Ceiling is not a separate part, but it is the bottom face of any slab, that is the ceiling. The ceiling is the most important part of any room, because it can be decorated to increase the aesthetic appearance. POP, plaster of Paris, is the material used for making a false ceiling. It is a location where we can hang decorative items like fan, etc., to increase the architectural view of the room. Now, come to the chhajja. Chhajja or sunsets. It is also called weather shed, and this is a structure that is constructed above the window, projected outside from the window face. The main function of the weather shed is to restrict the direct entry of rainwater and the sunlight. Chhajja are constructed from the reinforced cement concrete, and you see here, this is the window, and above the window there are a structure projected outside of the wall above the window to protect the window from the rain water and the sunlight, you can say a direct entry of rainwater and sunlight. So, this is the chhajja or sunset. Now, come to the RCC beam. RCC beam is an important component of any frame structure. The beam is a horizontal member which connect column on both sides. Its main function is to take the load from the upper structure and to transfer it to the column, and finally, column transfer the load to the foundation and finally to the soil. Generally, column to beam connection is called direct support, while the beam to beam connection is called indirect support. In most of the cases, the beam is supported by two columns and the most rarely used in the building. And you can see here, this is a under construction building where this is the beams, this is the columns, it is shown quite comfortably, and this is the reinforcement. So, it is clearly seen that the beams and columns are the vertical member, where the beams are the horizontal member of the structure. So, thank you very much. This is the end of my lecture 17. Thank you very much.